The bluefin tuna spawn in waters in the western Pacific, including around Japan, and then they migrate across the Pacific to waters off California and Mexico. We were wondering whether or not, while they were in the waters around Japan, if they accumulated enough radioactivity that might be detectable by the time they arrived 3 or 4 months later. Of the 15 bluefin tuna that we examined, all 15 had elevated levels of cesium-134 and cesium-137. Those are two radioactive waste products that are waste products from the nuclear fuel cycle, 10 times greater than the radioactivity of those fish prior to the accident, and that was a remnant of wastes from nuclear weapons testing, which peaked in the early to mid-60s. A lot of people get very anxious about radioactivity, and I can understand that. My own sense is that the radioactivity attributable to the cesium is far less than the radioactivity you would get by eating Brazil nuts or a banana, for example, due to the natural radioactivity from potassium-40 in those foodstuffs. The fish lose some of the cesium during their long migration across the Pacific, and we calculated what the cesium probably was when they first left Japan, and we estimate it was about 15 times higher, or maybe 45% of the natural radiation background, but still well below the natural radiation background, and certainly well below levels that are deemed safe by the governments of Japan and the United States. So I would not hesitate to eat the fish because of the radioactivity. The radioactivity in the fish by the time they arrived in California was low enough to be of minor concern, I would say.